Welcome welcome back to my channel. I am Thonia and it's so beautiful, so good to have you on here. Okay, it's so good to have you here. Please make sure to subscribe down below. Give me a big old thumbs up and comment down below because trust me, you're going to enjoy this video. Okay, so in today's video, you would see in the thumbnail, it's something colorful and smoky as well. I'm going to turn this into a series, so you definitely don't want to miss out. So getting started, I have prepped the brow area. I just used powder on the brows and I use black opal powder as you would see, and I'm using the OG Davis eyebrow pencil, like that's the OG. So I'm going to just brush up the brow hairs and start lining. So do make sure to take your time. You can see all the footages just because I don't want you to get bored and yeah, so I just the video is edited definitely. So you take your time to line your brows. So that's what I'm just doing right now, and yeah. Now I know the brows are not looking like, but then if it's not looking like what you want, when concealing, it will all come together. Trust me on that. As you can see, I'm definitely taking my time to line our brows. I didn't forward the video, so you just see how much time I take. I ain't rushing. My apologies guys, I lost footage, like I'm really sorry. I'm going in with VIANAGE eyeshadow base. I saw this and I really liked it. It's thick. I got it from Oye's place. She's on Instagram and she's tested and trusted. So if you want to get that and you're in Nigeria, definitely check out Oye's place on Instagram. Now for this eyeshadow, I'm going to be doing the left eye with a different technique and the right side of the eye on a different technique. Now the one on the left doesn't work for me, yeah, but the one on the right does work for me. So I'm going in with the beautiful eyeshadow palette. I just got this from the market, and trust me guys, the pigment is something else. So I went in with the yellow shade after setting the brow bone area with a powder, and while I was doing this, I was thinking it's not showing up the way I want it to, but if you look at it right now, it's kind of showing up. I don't know if you get, I just have to leave this footage in here so you guys will see. So after that, I went in with the orange shade from the palette and I started placing, and it started doing what it was doing, but I wasn't feeling it at all because this is not my style. Some other people like to start with transition, then the main color. I like to go deep before I start transitioning. I don't know if you understand, but what I'm doing here is transition first before the deep colors. This is a smoky series, yeah, it's a smoky series. I have other colors coming up, so definitely subscribe. I'm here to bring you content that you will learn from, so go on ahead and subscribe. So I started blending with the yellow and the orange shade, and yeah, so I kept blending and blending. Blending is key, of course, don't forget that. Whether you're transitioning, first before anything, blend. Okay, so I did tested new brushes. It's new to me so I got the real technique as well, and I started placing the purple, and as you would see, it wasn't working. I could just delete this footage, but then I want you to know that every time you see a video online or something, like, there are struggles to it, so it's okay if you make mistakes. Or I just had to leave this side of the eye and go to the other side so that I don't get angry and just because I knew I was not feeling it. So I just had to, okay, you're not working, I'll come back to you. Let me go to the clean side. That's what I just did, yeah. So there are struggles, so don't see the whole blending cut thing. I'm like, okay, no, I just had to leave this one here so that you would see it yourself. So I kept on packing the colors. I tap, and I just started doing it. Okay, yeah. So you see what I'm saying? Like the purple, you see the white base on, and I'm like, what's going on? So I was like, come on. I was packing the colors, and just no shame, I'm like, what's about to go wrong? What's going on? And I'm like, okay, just go to the other eye. And I left it halfway, and I just came to the fresh eye. I re-tapped the base and make sure I tap to blend out any creasing line or any creases at all. Then I started with the technique that was comfortable for me. Do what you're comfortable with in makeup. If you prefer using your hand to apply lashes, by all means do that. If you're good with tweezer, do it. Makeup has no rules, they're just guidelines. So I started packing my colors, and come on now, tell me which is more prettier. I'm loving what I'm seeing right now. So I packed, and I was blending as well. Can you see the pigment of this palette? If you're in Abuja, I got this palette from Yan Market. Like for real, like. And see the pigment, although the base helped, like, voila. So I went in with the orange shade, and the orange was, I actually mixed it with a bit of this burgundy shade from Flawless Ivy Cosmetic eyeshadow palette, and I started blending. And you would see me go back and forth with all the colors I used. I'll go back to reinforce all the colors just to make sure they are really popping. If you're watching up until this moment, I know you're enjoying the video already. Please subscribe to my channel, because you're going to see more amazing content. Okay, give the video a thumbs up as well, and let me know what other videos you'd like to see, because I'm here for you. So okay, I went in with the yellow shade to just blend, to just make sure everything is blended, and with a light hand I'm blending. So I did go in with a purple shimmer because I didn't have glitter. If I had, that is what I would use. Now I'm going into the skin. I just let the eye be and come back to it. I went in with Classic's setting spray to just spray the face, and went in with my primer by Blossom Cosmetic, and I just blended that into the skin. Also, I told you guys I was testing out some new brushes. The brushes I'm using now, this one you're seeing on the screen right here, they are these kabuki brushes. The foundation brush, this one I'm using, it's I won't say it's bad, but then it is not what I want. What I wanted was this stiff feel it gives, but then it was not so stiff. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but then it worked. The foundation I used, I didn't show it, I'm really sorry. I used the Blossom Cosmetic foundation in the shade 05, yeah, and 08, the baby skin one. Also, for the brows, see, that is why I don't like losing footages. For the brows, I used brow tamer. and my goodness, look at that brow. Like it stayed all through. It didn't move. So if you've got stubborn hairs, go and try that brow tamer. I'll leave the name of the brow tamer down in the description bar because I don't remember the name right now. So make sure to check the description bar and get it. Like stubborn eyebrow hairs, that brow tamer will lay it down. Trust me. Now these days I don't use concealer to conceal. I just use a foundation, and I use that same Blossom Cosmetic foundation, and this time in the shade 01 because I don't know, this is what is working for me. So I'm just contouring and highlighting, and yeah. Now I'm going in with powder palette from MICOLOR. So I'll be using the shade I'll leave the name of the palette down below. The second lightest shade. Yeah, this is it, under the eye, and I'll be setting the areas I highlighted first. Now I'm going in with Real Technique. I think this is the powder. Now I'm going to be setting the entire face first before going into contour. Like everything, I'm setting it with powder. This is me telling the concealers to stay put. Yeah, so I'm just setting everything. Everywhere. I'm setting it. Now I'll be going into contour. Now I just want to mention something. Getting the right brushes aids the makeup process. Everything just flows. But then if you don't have the right brushes, you would see that you'll be struggling in some aspects. Comment down below if you know that. So I'm going to go in with blush from City Girl. So I'll just be mixing shade. I did go ham on the blush, but I later toned it down while I was applying the white powder to, I wouldn't say bake, I just use it to just brighten the under eye. Now I'm paying attention to details. It's important. You know that concealer that stays on top of the brow after you're done cleaning the brow? I don't like it. So I had to go back in with a neat brush to get that off. Now I'm just using the white powder. I wouldn't say I'm baking because I didn't really press the powder in. So I just use it there to just brighten certain areas. This is my new obsession. Else I would have used the black opal one. And I'm done. So I just use this. Now this beautiful lashes is from OS Place as well. Like they are so beautiful. I applied them off camera and I'm setting the brows. Like look at that brow. Goodness. Wow. Going back into reinforce the nose contour to snatch the nose and make sure she's not breathing. Oh my god. So that's what I'm doing. And now over to the lips. I'm using a concealer. The concealer I use is from Blossom Cosmetic as well. I wanted a darker, like I was using a pencil, but then I just wanted to use concealer, so I had to go in with it. And the concealer I used to, will I say highlight the lips, is from Blossom Cosmetic as well. Yeah, the spotless coverage. And now the footage decided to go blur. I'm really sorry. Okay, but I do hope you can see what I'm doing. Yes, I'm just blending that lip and yeah. So I'll just be taking off that excess powder. Now I'll be setting. I'm going to drench her in setting spray. Look at my big fan in the way. Going to drench her, and while it's drying, I'm going to press that in because all the powders needs to go. After that, glow time, baby. Pardon me, we're going in with highlighter. Now the last step, I just decided to gloss it up. So yeah, thank you so very much for watching. Do make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.